Hi Leo, welcome to your deep love read for the end of November. I hope you guys are doing great today. Let's get right into these. I'm going to pull 3 Whispers of Love oracles, past, present, future. Then I'm going to be pulling 2 Celtic cross spreads, one for you and one for a person that you're dealing with. Okay. Let's see what we have for the past. Spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other, embrace your emotions, and honesty is essential. Okay, Leo. So we have spend quality time together. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spend quality time together, listen, and talk to each other. So this was in the recent past. Something that was necessary in the recent past within relationship. Currently, we have embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Yeah, I mean, let yourself feel whatever it is that you need to feel, because only then can honesty be essential. Here in the near future, it says honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. It's all about being very authentic right now, okay? So that's what we have for the love oracles. And let's see how the energies of the Celtic cross spread will match that. We're going to start with the Light Sea Tarot for you guys, okay? Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me move these over a little bit, guys, so you can see them. So in the recent past, we have the idea of judgment going on here for you. Okay, so judgment is about having clarity, making a final decision, getting a wake-up call regarding a relationship, feeling called to what it is that you really want, need, and desire in relationship, right? Now, this can also be you accepting the fact that you did the best you knew how within a certain situation, even if in retrospect you're saying, oh, well, I wish I would have handled that differently. I wish I would have whatever, fill in the blank. But saying, you know what, at the end of the day, I did what I thought was the right thing in the moment. And recognizing that whoever you were involved with or have been involved with, because this is the recent past, they did the best that they knew how at the same time. But I do see that currently you are dealing with some sort of anxiety, some sort of grief, depression. This could be indicative of nightmares. I always call this the 3 a.m. card. Ruminating thoughts, that kind of thing. It's being crossed by the 8 of Wands energy, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is feeling this urge to just have passion and have love and just to move forward and create something new with somebody in a relationship. Because Ace is new and we have Wands, it's will, it's passion, it's fire, right? So it's really very much being in that space. So for some of you, it's feeling this level of anxiety and depression because something is over, right? Where there's clarity and a final decision made in a relationship that for some of you would have meant the ending of something, and it creating within you a lot of anxiety and depression. But now you have this strong desire to love and to have something. Now for some of you, it's going to be this strong desire to go back to somebody from the past. For others of you, it's going to be to embrace something absolutely brand new. We have this idea of Page of Wands is the crowning energy. Page of Wands is about, first of all, always remember that wherever we have a page, there is a certain level of either youngness, newness, immaturity. Okay? And yeah, wands are well. It's also a phallic symbol. It's got to keep it real. So for some of you, you may be dealing with somebody, or you may be right now struggling with some sort of element of immaturity. Okay, when it comes to moving forward in something, right? Being able to make this next cycle happen in relationship, whether it's with a person within a relationship or whether it's a brand new relationship. So you may be in a space where you just kind of want to have just like let loose and have a good time, and you just might be wanting to be a little immature right now because maybe you're coming out of something kind of heavy. That could certainly be it. But for others of you, this could be that you very much just want to have something steady, and you really kind of want somebody who is just kind of tolerant, empathetic, kind of like the King of Cups energy that we have as this foundation, which we're going to get to in a minute. But you might be finding yourself just with these people who are just immature. Could be the person that you were dealing with, they're just not mature enough for something. If that's not the case, you meeting new people, but you feeling like they're just sort of not 100% what you're looking for. We have this idea, though, as the foundation of relationship for you being this King of Cups energy, which is this, again, supportive energy, very tolerant, very empathetic, but somebody who kind of knows how to be in charge of their own emotions and in charge of all of this. Anything in the emotional space, anything having to do with relationship, and that really is the foundation. Now, for some of you, this can certainly be, meeting somebody new, especially because we have this Ace of Wands energy, where there is this immature element to them, even though they're very tolerant and empathetic. And Leo, as I always say with you guys, it's very important for your archetype to feel, I'm going to say equal so much as like good friends with your partner. Because if you're not, it can last for just so long before you start missing that element, that component. You need to be friends with somebody. You need to feel like you guys are on the same page, that you want the same things, that you guys you can withstand often what ends up being like, our looks go, right? I mean, the physical attraction, it ends up morphing into something else. This really matters to you right now. You're in that space of temperance, which is about balance and really just seeking harmony, being very patient, exercising self-control, exercising moderation for the moment, right? Because right now, you understand that that's part of what's necessary. But it does seem like you're dealing with somebody who's just a fast-talking energy, but somebody who could speak out of both sides of their mouth, have a lot of talk, little follow-through. But in the Knight of Swords can end up inciting an argument that ends up resulting in a lifestyle change, which can end up being like the end of a relationship or divorce, separation, something like that. Where you were sort of in this space, you've been in this space of just wanting everything to be balanced out in the open, but they found something wrong with it, Leo. Like there was something that either they didn't believe that what you were saying or they didn't trust what you were saying, but there was something about it that incited this energy. Now, that could be the person that you're dealing with, right? Or this could be the energy that's just external to your situation. And what that would look like is you feel your life changing around you in a way that is a little harsh and you really don't have much control over it. And so you're in this space of just trying to like temper the changes, balance things out as you're experiencing these changes in your life, and therefore it is impacting your ability to have relationship. I do see in your fear position, though, you're afraid of getting to the point of being just feeling unfulfilled in relationship and being apathetic, because you've been there before, Leo. You know what that looks like. You know what it is. You've been there before. You may even be there right now, depending on where you're at in a relationship, where you're just like, I'm not feeling this. I'm just not. But the thing is, this is a very psychological card. It really is. And it's feeling like it's that energy that I always call it the checklist card, right? Because it's like, I can't be with them because A, B, and C, and da-da-da-da-da, right? And so it's that energy of apathy, because it's like, I don't care. I don't want to be with them anymore because I don't like how they are, they're so messed up, whatever. But a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times what's underneath that Four of Cups energy is actually the fact that you may not be ready for the level of commitment that you feel like you should be ready for, or that you really want to be ready for. There's something within you that gets in the way of you feeling 100% on board with being in this very transparent and very, what's the word that I want to say? It's like you have to, where there's a high level of accountability. You may not really be as ready as you think you are for that. You say that right, we get the Five of Wands in the near future, and this is about rivalrous energy and challenges, right? And obstacles and needing to get over things, right? But really, at the end of the day, this is just a battle of the wills, right? So Saturn and Leo, this is like fighting. You think things should be one way, they think things should be another way. Somebody wants you to be more honest with something, and maybe they want you to talk about something that you're not comfortable to talk about, whatever the case is, and maybe your ego's getting in the way, maybe their ego's getting in the way. But it does seem like ego is an issue here. It does seem like that. And as the final outcome, we do have the Five of Cups energy, which is feeling a sense of loss and regret and grief, and feeling abandoned and not feeling very loved. Even though you have this very strong fire in your belly to have this balance, to have this new, exciting, new love, you know. It's like you're just sort of like just kind of missing it right now. So, you know, what is the problem, you know? Are you allowing your feelings to surface and be accepted? And I mean all of your emotions, where maybe you didn't show up the best way, where maybe you weren't the most authentic, and maybe you need to be more honest right now, but you're struggling with that because it's difficult, because that's difficult. I don't care who you are, right? That could be a situation that's going on here. And please understand, these are general messages, so you know, please don't respond, I'm always honest, whatever. First of all, no, we're not. No one is, okay? We're not. Even if it's just white lies. Oh, that haircut looks fabulous, you know, kind of thing. You know, it's part of the human condition. And whenever I bring up anything having in tarot, having to do with us needing to look at ourselves, it should never be in judgment. It should always be, you know, for the sake of illumination, so that we can grow and change and be better versions of ourselves. So there is this idea, though, of this sense of loss and this sense of regret, Leo, that I'm feeling from, you know, on your end here. What we have here popping? King of Wands, okay? So this is a person that you're dealing with here. Okay, let's see what we have here. Moon, Princess of Coins, Four of Swords, Five of Wands. See, we have more Five of Wands energy going. Different deck. Yeah, so the Five of Wands, there's some tough energy going on here, I'm not going to lie. All right, the Five of Wands, as I just mentioned, is a Saturn and Leo energy, right? It's about all the wells. It's right. It's about these experiencing this kind of rivalrous energy, these sort of challenges, you know, one-upping each other. Well, I work more. I do more around the house. I contribute more money. I do most of the communicating. I'm the one who's always, you know, inciting intimacy, whatever, like that. You know, whatever it is, right? So that was in the past. So right now we're in the King of Wands energy, which, you know, the King of Wands is a very courageous, you know, it's a very, definitely is a very courageous energy. I like it because it's Cancer and Leo. And what does that mean? That means being able to feel very grounded and rooted in something while also feeling very excited about moving forward in something. So this, to me, whoever it is that you're dealing with, they're very focused on feeling secure right? And that they have a firm foundation, but at the same time, they want to feel attracted and they want to feel excited by this connection. Now we have this being crossed by the moon. And the moon does indicate there are secrets underneath. Now, that sounds very negative, and it doesn't have to be, right? Because the moon is about things that we feel deep inside, right? That may not be on the surface. Unseen problems, voluntary changes that this person is making here. Them being in a space of trusting their intuition. They might not be completely honest about everything, though. They may be feeling things under the surface that they're not being very forthcoming about, and that could have to do with, anything within the relationship. Now, the crowning energy here, we have the Princess of Coins. So Princess of Coins is about, it's very reliable, very patient, very hardworking, right? So this could be the person that you're dealing with is very focused on their work right now. Very focused. This person really is in many ways a type of reliable that you very much appreciate. Even if you guys are in a strange space right now, there are certain things that you know that you can count on regarding them. Right? But at the same time, they have this Four of Swords energy. So this indicates to me they're taking a rest, renewal, retreating away, recovering from something here. But, again, as I always say with this, it's not like they're just hanging out doing nothing, right? This is a Jupiter and Libra energy. And Jupiter expands whatever it's in. So being in Libra, which is the relationship house, that 7th house, it's ruled by Venus, it's thinking, how could things be better? How could they be better? How could they be more equitable? Recognizing that if there's been dishonesty or a lack of transparency on either side, they can only control themselves. They can't control you. And it really is sort of that space of saying, all right, you know what, I need to at least not be involved in this right now so that I can figure this out. That's what I see happening. But they are very Queen of Cups, right? They are a very nurturing person, very healing, very supportive. Right? Definitely. But then we have this Ten of Swords energy, which is not them, right? This would be either you or just the general energetic influence surrounding them right now, is the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is a lot of, here, this is a very, complete and painful ending. Rock bottom. So maybe they ended something with you, Leo, or you ended something with them. But it's like them knowing this, that it's something has reached the precipice of something it's not even the precipice, it's like the bottom. Complete and painful ending. And their fear and their struggle and what they're dealing with is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is walking away. This is withdrawal, retreating, moving on, abandonment. They're afraid to leave this energy completely 100%. 100%. Even though, it's funny. People say, I know it's not the right thing for me, so it's with sadness but no regret that I'm leaving it. Oh, but that's the energy doesn't wash off that quickly. It just doesn't work like that, right? And this is a Saturn and Pisces energy anyway. So whenever Saturn is involved in something, it takes a while. Saturn is age, right? It takes time to wear something away, right? But it's the decision here. They're afraid, though, but they know that there's something toxic about the situation that in their mind, is not good for them, right? So in the near future, we have them, they are very feisty, very confident, very self-assured. Very self-assured. But they're also very protective of themselves. They have a strong desire for long-term security within relationship. This is a big thing for them. So for some of them, they're going to be holding on to their money. For others of them, it doesn't have to have anything to do with money. It can have to do with them holding their heart really close. Because they're just afraid of letting anybody in because they don't want to hurt. They don't want to be hurt. So this could be somebody new that you're meeting, or this could certainly be somebody who you've been with or who you're with now. But whatever it is, I just feel like whatever energy you're dealing with now, they're in a mode of self-protection. They really are. They're in a mode of self-protection, and it's like they have, I do see that they have all of this love to give, for sure, right? Nurturing and supportive and all of that. But the thing is, your definitions may be totally different, Leo. You know what I'm saying? Like what you think that looks like and what they think that looks like are totally different. So I feel like you may not be getting exactly what you need out of this connection, and they may not understand what that means or what that should look like, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so we're going to pull some Island Time Wellness, and then we're going to pull some Crystal Visions to see what you guys need to be talking about right now. What needs to be discussed. The Grim Reaper. Heart with the Key. Talking. Passion. Wow. 10 of Cups. Strength. Knight of Cups. 3 of Wands. Okay. So we first have the Grim Reaper. Relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. I'm sort of low-key laughing at the Tower and the Grim Reaper right now. And the reason is because of Neptune being reverse. Listen to me, retrograde, and it's going direct. It is stationing direct on the 30th. And even though Uranus is still going to be retrograde until the middle of January, the proximity of Uranus, so there are a lot of changes that are going to be happening. A lot of big things are going to be coming to light. Things are going to be realized in many aspects of life over the next few weeks. But things that we are completely, like, truly cannot see right now. And so I think that's going to be the case with relationships as well. But nonetheless, we read the cards, right? Heart with a Key. Welcoming love, meeting the one. Open your heart, getting together. Perfect. Talking. Interested, conversing more. Awaited message arrives. Text, call, email, hovering. And as I always say with these guys, it could just be 1 or 2. It doesn't have to be all of these tag words, right? I mean, like right now the relationship might be over, but there might be many more chances. Do you know what I mean? You should maybe grow and transform your life without the relationship being over. You guys can grow and transform it together. But that means that something needs to die in the way that it was. You know what I mean? But you guys need to talk, right? This message coming in, and then there's passion and seeing chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. Very important to you guys, right? Very important that you guys have that fun element, right? You guys are the 5th house of fun, for goodness sake. You have to have a good time. You have to be friends with your partner. 10 of Cups energy, beautiful. Family, contentment, total love and support. This is what you need to be talking about. You need to be talking about how can you make this happen. But you also have to be discussing what it is that you want, need, and desire. This is you guys, right? Strength is Leo, right? And this is about being able to exercise self-love and being able to exercise unconditional love to each other while also maintaining self-respect, right? But also, you know, to get this is kind of big as one of the cards to have a conversation about, guys, because this is like, how's your sex life? How's your social life? You know, do you guys do things that you enjoy on a Monday through Sunday? What does that look like? What do you guys do for fun? You know, what's the romance like? That's all this. You know? And you're really expressing what it is that you need in these areas. So very important conversation. So then we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. And this is very unrealistic expectations. Let's just say that. Somebody who can be rather moody. And this needs to be talked about. You know, who could be very moody in this situation, who has very unrealistic expectations. It's like, you know, what one of you want or both of you want are just not realistic within the confines of this particular relationship or this connection, right? And then we have the 3 of Wands. Of course, this would have to be discussed. Teamwork. What does the teamwork look like? What does the money look like? right? Because this is a commerce energy as well. How effectively can you guys expand your life together and really grow on that new path? I mean, generally speaking, I love this energy. Absolutely. It's Sun in Aries. So the sun in anything is fabulous because it shines light and it gives us all the tools that we need to make something happen. And in Aries is all about a new start, a fresh path, a new perspective. But what does that mean? Like, what does that mean within this relationship? So you guys are definitely going to have to talk. There's no question that there's chemistry here. There's no question that there's chemistry. Now, for some of you, I'm going to keep it real. For some of you, you're ending a relationship and this conversation is happening with somebody new. For others of you, you're going to be in a space where you absolutely have to transform an element of the relationship that's simply not working. For whatever reason, lack of transparency, whatever the case is, whatever suspicions, whatever the heck, right? It has to be put to rest in order for something to work. I need to re-roll because that hit the thing. Okay. South Node, release. Something needs to be released. Yeah, you know that. Capricorn rules the 10th house. So it's got to be a look at, is everybody working? Is everybody contributing money? Is everybody putting in the work that's necessary in order to have the home, 4th house, in order to have the safety and security? Is everybody putting in the work in order to make this work? Now, it doesn't only have to do with finances. It's 10th house, yes, it's career, but not everybody works. It's also our place in the world, our public reputation, what we bring, what we deliver to the world. Are you delivering? Is everybody delivering what they need to deliver to this relationship? And recognize that something needs to be released. South Node, it's in Sagittarius right now. That has to do with our 9th house of personal philosophies, right? So what do we need to let go of? And what do we need to do a little differently in order for there to be a strong foundation? So that might be all of this may be happening, keeping it real, it's somebody brand spanking new. Could be, because we did get the Grim Reaper. General messages. 8th house. Look at this. Intimacy. Right? That's closing energy. This is a big house. This is Scorpio house, modern ruler of Pluto. It's where we go from this me energy of the Strength card. Leo, you guys know you're very much a me-based energy. This is about going to a we energy. It's all about we. What are we going to do? How are we going to handle our money? How are we going to improve our communication? How are we going to improve our intimacy? We. So that's what I have for you, my friends. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.